All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Comics and Cold Ones, episode 19 on this glorious Thursday night. I am gathered forth today with my friends and colleagues, my co-host, Mr. Pope Grimy.
What's up, comic book community? How's it going?
I like your super joint shirt there, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Love me some
Also,
super joint.
also tonight, it's my privilege to announce that we have with us the voice of Seeking Near Comics.
What's up, guys? This is David, Seeking Near Comics from the depressing state of Washington. How you guys doing, man?
Do you call it West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast.
You know, all the locals when I was out in Seattle earlier this year for the Emerald City Comic Con, everyone was like, "Oh, you're so lucky!" Like it didn't rain a single day I was there until I got on my flight to go home, and then it started raining. I was like, "Ah, don't cry for me, Seattle. I'll be back." But
yeah, that's right. It's the beginning of the month. It's beginning of the season where it's going to be raining for the next 6 months.
that sounds awful. Not gonna lie.
It is.
Oh, well, here it's not. It rained a lot recently, but nothing like that. I can't even imagine. But so I was thinking about this today. Having you on the show with us and everything. It's an honor for me. I had the privilege of meeting you earlier this year, of course, in person.
Same here.
You've been kind of a staple in my comic book community life since I've been part of YouTube, and I was kind of reflecting on our recent episodes and stuff that we've been doing, and I feel like we're doing like this nostalgic tour of like YouTubers that like got me into the whole thing to begin with. Last week we had Big East Comics on, The Great Legend, GPAP. All these guys that kind of like grandfathered me into YouTube, if you will, or invited me into the community. So I don't know, it's kind of awesome, for me to get a chance to talk to you. Like it's been a while, we haven't caught up in a long time, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we first talked. I think we connected right away. I mean, as for you, you're just genuinely just a cool dude. Like I said, going back, I do apologize for not messaging you or calling you more often, but I know you have kids and your wife, and sometimes life gets the better hold of you. That we can talk about that later on, but
yeah, no worries.
On a different channel, on a different level. But yeah, I mean, thank you for inviting me. YouTube has been a big part of my life for the past year and a half. Um, you know, it has grounded me to a point where I have learned a lot of things, what to collect, what not to collect, what to follow, what not to follow, who not to follow. All the dramas that comes with, within this community. And yeah, I can just go on and on and on about YouTube. But yeah, once again, JP, thanks again for having me, man.
Absolutely, and I think Doom 143 is in the chat, and he brought up something that I was actually going to say that what we actually bonded over was our love for armpits. I mean that was.
Hey, I can talk about armpit for hours, man.
I was gonna mention the dude because he's like it's gonna get dangerous. Yeah. Like
for you guys who have not tried it, I recommend it.
Well, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in the comic book world. You got New York Comic Con going on this weekend, right? Started yesterday, I believe.
Apparently it started today.
Started today. Okay, I thought it started on Wednesday, which I thought was weird. But anyways, yeah, a lot of people going out that way. All you New York East Coast fellas, have a good time, be safe, bring me lots of goodies. Yeah, I was always excited for the news that comes out of there, and for myself, I'd say this every week, but I don't have an LCS anymore that's local, so I kind of get my books to sporadic. But I did read some awesome books this week I'm going to talk about, and I have some awesome news to talk about for our show going forward. So pretty cool stuff. So what have you guys been up to this week?
I personally been finishing up our set. Our theater show started tonight. I am fucking, my sinuses are fucking killing me. So like, if you see snot like shoot out during this conversation, I apologize. I've NyQuil'd. I've been on NyQuil all day today. I woke up, took a shower, and now I'm drinking beer with you guys.
Well, you know, I woke up from my sleep today to a text from a NyQuil'd up Pope Grimy. No better way to start my day.
I hope they were lovely things that I wrote.
Absolutely. We got. I'm gonna hit up the chat really quick before we go to David, but looks like we got some new people in the chat tonight. It's good to see you. We got Crawford Mason. Welcome back. Mr. Rigor Mortis, good to see you, man. Good to see you out and about.
Mr. Rig.
Yeah, he actually left me a voicemail today. I didn't have a chance to return his call yet, but good to hear from him. Doom 143, man. I don't know if I've ever seen you pop in our chat, so it's good to see you, man.
What's up, Doom? What's up, Doom?
He's got to stoke the fires of David.
He's got to provoke David into some shenanigans, huh? Live on YouTube. Simon Comics. All right, good. Welcome to the chat. And then, of course, we have some of our usuals. We got our Comics Miss Explain. Jason, what's up, man? Pope Cerebus. Four-way flashers. Mike, good to see you. Miss Hustle with her blue wrench power. Keeping things on lockdown for us. Did I miss anybody?
I'm sorry, man. I don't have the chat up, so.
No, that's cool. That's what we're here for. We got Brandon Stawinski's here. What's up, Brandon? He's my guy, man. I love that dude. He's been helping me so much with books that I missed or hard to find stuff. And Eddie the comic guy is going to New York City Comic Con tomorrow, but he has to go for the night since he's got to rest up. Got this late shit.
That late shit.
All right. Well, so what? You know, David, it's been a minute. So what's up, Niobe? What you been up to, man? What's going on in your world? I know you're working a lot and doing that thing.
Well, the thing is that we purchased a convenient plus gas station about last year December, and the business has been booming. So it's more of working average about 12 hours a day. Hardly have any time for comics, but you know I do squeeze in a time to watch videos and jump on eBay and sometimes go to LCS to see what books I can find in the back in the dollar bin or in the back stock and so what. But I was able to grab 2 books this week. I grabbed Daredevil. I believe it's 131, first appearance of Bullseye. And I believe was Amazing Spider-Man number 252, the first appearance of Black Suit in that AF-15 homage cover. So I'm very happy. And that's pretty much it for what I did this week. And I haven't read a single comic book for the past 8 months. So sorry if I'm kind of out of the loop, but as we were talking about earlier, this whole Marvel thing is not, there's nothing to be hyped about as of right now. So nothing really grabs me, but I kind of missed the boat on Batman Damned. I heard it was a great story, and I probably have to pick up. I probably have to read it digitally to see what the storyline is all about. But everybody's speculating on Batman's dick, so who's ever into dicks and hot dogs, hula for you guys, man.
Yeah, we were having a nice before the show started a conversation about the bat dick and everything. So it's whatever drives the collecting market, right? I mean, it's to each their own. Collect what you want to collect. I choose to collect other things besides penises that are attached to Batman.
Yeah, but if you have the book, you're into dicks, man.
Well, fair enough. I would be flipping that dick if I had it, but
yeah,
that's what I'd be doing with it. You can only cash in on Batman's penis before the craze is over.
Exactly.
Well, David, if you want a copy of The Damned, I bought both of the covers, so if you want one of them, I can send it to you.
Yeah, thanks, man. But no, man. You know what? Flip it.
I already said.
Make your money, man.
just trying to
making
get you
money
to
on
admit I like dick.
making money on that dick was still hard because that's gonna fucking die out quickly.
Oh my gosh. He's just trying to get you to say you want that. You want the dick. That's all he wants to hear you say.
Like, sure. I was like, yeah. Do it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping that before long here it'll kind of run its course, and not every channel is talking about Batman's Batwing or Bat Thing or Bat whatever. So, I mean, obviously DC has a good thing going with getting attention to their Black Label. So hey, thumbs up for that. I got no problem with what you're doing with your business, man. I just wish it could have been a little more like a grower, not a shower, but whatever. Make Batman like the rest of us, damn it. Everyone in the chat's probably like, speak for yourself, JP. Anyways, yeah, this week, man, I've had a pretty awesome week. A lot of fun stuff going on with comics. I've had some great conversations with some creators and people that have agreed to come on and be guests with us. So I'm excited for those announcements, later on. I guess for me, the biggest news right now is Venom, right? The movie drops tonight or last night. It's got a lot of negative feedback. People are blaming the Russians. Surprise, surprise. Whatever. As anyone in the chat, are you guys? I'm assuming neither one of you have seen it yet, right? So,
Nope, absolutely.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Right. So you're seeing it tomorrow. Looks like Mr. Riggs is going to see it tonight. So if anyone else in the chat has actually already seen it, I'm curious what your thoughts are. Just kind of, share with us what's going on. You got some TJ Watson in the house. Yes, TJ. If you do have 2 copies like Pope Grammy, that means you have DP.
I just commented on that.
Comic Core said they saw it and it was terrible. That is a shame because I know you guys very well, and I know that you're not just saying that to be negative Nancy's. So that's unfortunate. What's up, Tacoma? Oh man. The Doom 143 says Batman's dick will never go down in value.
He also said David has 2 copies, and they're like the pages are stuck together.
Oh yeah. I had to go through that page over and over again.
So
Anyway, people. Okay, so somebody said that movie was terrible. I mean, are we too spoiled from Marvel because they're coming out with such a great movie and such a great storyline? I mean, how terrible is terrible? I mean, it's Venom on big screen. I mean, you get black slimy things all over. You got Tom Hardy. It's an action pack. I mean, what more do you want on a comic book story? I mean, don't you think that we're kind of spoiled from the Marvel universe?
oh, absolutely. Like, can you imagine? Like, we would have killed a few years ago to have any of these characters in a film, let alone a good film, right? I mean, just when I love the Spawn movie. I know a lot of people give it a hard time, but I was so excited when that movie hit theaters because I love Spawn as a character. I love the comic, and going to see one of the characters I love on the big screen, and I love John Leguizamo, so there's that. But
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about for the time that it came out, it was pretty good, and the soundtrack was fucking badass too.
So going back again is like, are we spoiled from Marvel Universe to a point where they know how to make a movie, they tie in from other character, from other titles to another. I get it, but come on, this is a Venom movie. I don't think we should be. I don't know. I'm not going in expecting anything. I'm just going in knowing that it's Venom on big screen. I get to see Venom with his big tongue and just destroying things, and it's just that alone, it excites me. And who cares about the storyline? Fuck, man, it's Venom on big screen. And they're giving away free comic book if you go into the AMC theater. So come on, that's a bonus right there. And
well, that's what Doom was asking about. He asked you if you got his AMC book.
No, I haven't gotten one yet, but I think I'll probably will have 2, but I'm gonna harass the management to ask for about 10 copies.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
It'd be kind of cool. It's a cool looking book though in itself, and I like Tom Hardy. But Brandon Stawinski said he saw it. That it's action packed. Had some parts that were funny. It was entertaining and better than Spawn. It lacked the story development, was his only complaint. But yeah, I think for me it's a popcorn film, right? I mean, you're not. Here's kind of my whole thing. I got into this debate years ago when the first Transformer movie, because I'm a Transformers guy, man. 1986 animated movie, my favorite animated movie of all time. Love it. Love Transformers. When they put lips on Optimus Prime, I wanted to punch myself in the genitals, and I didn't even do it. You know, it was like, why am I going to punish myself? But ultimately, I went to the movie. I saw it, and I was entertained. I got my $10 worth, right? I'm like,
exactly.
I was entertained.
Exactly, JP.
I hated that movie so much I punched myself in the dick.
So I come back, and this guy at work was just ripping it apart, and I just asked him those questions. I said, let me ask you a question. Were you entertained?
Were you entertained?
Like,
Yep.
well, yeah, there's lots of this, and this. I was like, so you feel you got your $10 worth? He's like, yeah, I got my $10 worth. I was like, then what are you complaining about? It's a freaking Transformers movie on a big screen, man. There's as much as I hate lips, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, let me just be clear. Robot lips. I love lips otherwise.
Yeah, Megan Fox lip was fucking sexy in that movie.
Man, the uncanny Kyle Walker, brother, you must be up early in your hood.
Buddy, I think he's waiting for the after party.
Maybe. There won't be one tonight. I got to work. I work tonight, children. That's why I'm drinking O'Doul's tonight. Just kidding. I mean, it's O'Doul's in a Shinerbach Oktoberfest bottle.
I watched him funnel the O'Doul's in earlier.
I switched it out, so there's no worries about me going to work or anything like that, guys. Completely fine. So yeah, man.
So what do you, like? I got some books. I missed out on this, but luckily my LCS had it, and since we're speaking on Venom, but this is the Javier Garon cover of the Venom First Host #5.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a pretty sweet ass cover.
Did you say goat?
Goat?
Goat, as in a four-legged creature with horns, somewhat associated with Satan?
I'll throw a goat.
Yeah. Whoa, Gomez, man. Gomez sneaking in the back door. Everybody's broski.
And I also picked up this Star Wars Adventures Tales from Vader's Castle. I guess I should start over and say this. I give it 3 beers for the read. It was pretty good.
3 beers.
This one, you know, it's more of like a kid's book, but I enjoyed it. But I'd say I'd give it like 2 beers. It's like one of those kind of like, it's kind of like Goosebumps mixed in with some Star Wars shit.
Yeah, the artwork kind of looks like a little more all ages than than necessarily would have been.
But I also picked up the Wonder Woman and Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour, and trying to remember who the artist is.
Did you get that crazy variant that everyone's looking for?
This one?
Yes.
Sure did.
What's his name? Richard
Ricardo.
Ricardo. I don't know. He's over there with the Martinez and the Perillos of the world. I see he does a lot of work with Scott's Collectibles and stuff for commissions.
Yep.
Always got my pulse on their commission list, bros.
But I give that one 3 beers and a shot. It's pretty cool. Picked up the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Federici. There we go.
Yes.
Is that a virgin or one of those wannabe virgins like me?
Well, the cover's a virgin, but if they're calling it the War Lines covers. But I give this one 4 beers because it's a pretty good story. Like the Cosmic Ghost Rider hasn't disappointed me yet. You know, and it's pretty funny and serious at the same time. Like having a crazy Frank Castle having to deal with a baby Thanos, and it doesn't get any better. You can't make that shit up or kid.
So did that book ever tell you how Frank Castle became a Ghost Rider? Did the origin ever been told yet?
Oh yeah, they told the origin of Ghost Rider in like one of the Thanos books.
Yeah, because as soon as I found out about fucking Frank Castle being the Cosmic Ghost Rider, I said, "Fuck that! I'm not reading this shit again."
Dude, that's exactly what I said. I was like, "That's the fucking stupidest fucking idea ever." And then I read it, and I was like, "No, he pulled it off pretty good."
Okay. Like I said, I haven't read a book for 8 months, so.
You're like me, man. I was out of the loop reading for quite a bit, but now I'm coming back with a vengeance. Reading books every day.
Read books every day.
So it's October now, and that's my favorite month, right? It's good beer. It's Halloween. It's horror movies. You got the new Halloween movie coming out, and quite possibly the one thing I'm most excited for in all the land right now is the chilling adventures of Sabrina on Netflix. The official trailer dropped last night, guys, and I was not disappointed. I'm excited as shit. I love the casting they've done for that show. So yeah, I'm all in on this Netflix show. I can't wait till the 26th. I'm probably just gonna like binge watch it before that's a Friday. So yeah, sometime that weekend, hopefully. But speaking of that weekend, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and officially announce what we're up to here at Comics and Cold Ones for the month of Halloween. The month of Halloween, basically the month of Halloween. So,
Halloween.
On October 27th, that's a Sunday. I know it's not convenient, but with my work schedule and everything, I'm off on Sunday nights. We're going to do like a Halloween special episode that night. I know I've already spoke with Catrin Figures, and she is on board. So if any of you guys out there want to join us live for our little costume Halloween party, maybe some drinking, hanging out with the only friends I have right here on YouTube. So if you feel the same as I do, let's do this. You guys, I'll put my email. Is actually, I'm going to put it in the description later on, so you guys can email me up. It's actually page7comics@gmail.com, and the 7 is an actual number. Yes, sir. That's happening, by the way. Page 7 Comics is happening right now. It's a real thing. So I'm excited. I'll have more announcements on that later on. But it is happening in JP's world. This is my year of getting my shit together, getting my projects done. So
turn to page 7.
Hey JP, hey, did Natalie Sander ever got back to you about getting on the show at any time in the near future?
I think Natalie Sanders and I broke up. I think it was
it
was a kind of a brutal breakup after Seattle. It didn't go too well, and we only chatted once.
And like,
she still has my freaking Remark book of Hit Girl out there, but whatever.
Really?
Oh yeah. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right?
Shit.
But yeah, if you guys have my Instagram, go ahead. You can message me on there if you want to be on the show for the Halloween party. I can hold up to 10 people, so I got 7 open spots at this point because I'm sure myself, Sean, and Catrin will be on. Do a lot of fun, man. I don't know. We'll kind of do some games or something, just something fun and stupid. We'll do it live so that we can just be complete, stupid with each other and have a good time. Also, a little update on my Instagram contest. I am now at 927 followers, so getting closer and closer to 1,000. So once we hit 1,000, we'll have the live party here on YouTube. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I got some awesome prizes for you guys because I appreciate the support from the community, both from Instagram. I'll do two different contests. I'll do one on Instagram and one on YouTube with more details to follow. One of the prizes is going to be a slab book. I can tell you that right now. It's a signature series. So be mindful of that. The whole 1,000 subscriber thing is happening faster than I anticipated when I first started joking around about it. But hey, it's okay. Let's get there, right? And I want a really quick shout out too. Like I got like 12 new YouTube subscribers between yesterday and today. So thank you to all the new subscribers out there. I appreciate it. Once we get to 1,000 on this channel, maybe I can make rent. You know, just saying. Maybe I can monetize my life. I'm just kidding. But, last week we talked a little bit about, me being so naive to the world that I didn't know that you could buy subscribers. I know that was a thing.
No idea.
So I learned that last week from Frost, Undisputed Frost.
Goddamn, I need subs.
I think for maybe one of our prizes should be we'll give you guys 500 subscribers as a gift.
500 foot long.
But anyways, there's a lot of things out there I didn't know about. But yeah, I'm excited to just kind of. October is my month, man. I've always loved October. I love the harvest. I love pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin beer and pumpkin pie. Why isn't fucking Thanksgiving in October? It'd be the perfect damn month. But anyways, it's already a perfect month. The new Halloween movie comes out on the 19th. Freaking stoked about that.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis coming back again.
Oh yeah, man. I'm that's up there on my things I'm excited for. So. Let's see. They may not watch your. Oh, I got you. Tacoma says he buys thumbs downs. Well, that explains why I got 2 thumbs downs last week on our last show. I mean, come on.
One of them was me.
Right? I hit the wrong button, man. I was just too lazy to change
it.
No.
Like, I value infamous and famous at the same time.
You know what they said, right? If you get a thumbs down, you already made it, man.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Sean and I don't even look like, the only time I ever think about it is if I'm going through and making sure that I like my own videos, because we learned that that's a thing. I'm like, shit, I got a thumbs down. Damn it, Pope. I know it was you.
Legend will be like, thumb these guys up. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
So, David, I've been wanting to ask, and I haven't had a chance, but whatever happened to the 9.2 crew? Like, I don't really see that happening anymore. What's going on?
Well, 9.2 crew, what happened? It's just more of trying to get people together to do it. It's hard, man. I mean, you know what? All the kudos to you guys who do this podcast every week, in and out. Get the time to do it on every Thursday, every Sunday, Monday, whichever day it is. It's hard when you have like 4 to 5 guys trying to organize trying to organize a day, especially when you have when you work with kids, there's so many things going on. And just one time, I guess we decided to do it one week. Then this was the whole thing. We said if one guy out of the 5 can't make it, we're not going to do it. So that was the pact from the beginning of when we did a 9.2 crew. And that's why we decided to do it maybe once a month, because once a month, I think we all can kind of do it on one day, but just somehow as time passes, we just couldn't get it together. So, by all means, it was a good run as we did, but all good has to come to an end. And I guess that's when, nobody, after a while, when you miss about 2-3 months, that I don't know, you can say that enjoyment or whatever we had, it kind of fits down, and we kind of moved on to other things. Like for Doom and I with Freddy 562, along with some other Instagrammer, we're in a group called Moss Put Crew.
Well, I'm aware.
Yeah, it's to tell you guys, it's nothing about comics. It was just more of busting each other's balls and showing some pictures and sharing pictures and thinking what we thought, and it was just more fun. Maybe one day we will get the Must Put crew. There's about five. There's an old man long one.
Yeah,
There's
Chloe.
court cakes.
Yeah, Chloe Cakes.
There's Fox and Hound, which happens to be Freddy 562 brother. There's Freddy's, me, Doom, and there's another Simple Man's Comics. He's part of the Mass Put crew as well, along with Treacherous One, which happens to be Mel V. So we shared, like I say, it's nothing comic book related. It's just everybody busting each other's balls, like who's gonna suck what, you know, who has a smaller what, those kind of things. So
Well,
how
I always enjoy the Instagram banter between you guys. I actually had to look up what that meant because I had no idea what Moss Put meant. So, now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, boy.
yeah, it's a bunch of fun guys. I mean, it's just more of
Pork chop sandwiches.
it's sometimes when you are surrounded by comic book community, after a while it kind of gets, I guess, overwhelmed, and sometimes it's just good to take aside, put on the side and just talk about just random things and about like girls' butts and size of the guy's thing and stupid things like that.
That sounds fun, though, man. It's always good to have that camaraderie, and that's kind of what we have strived for on this show and doing our own thing here with Pope and I, and I.
Oh, is this what it is? I mean, is this like I can talk about whatever I want in this show?
Oh yeah, man. Well, we're pretty low key. We don't we have an idea of what we want to talk about on a weekly basis, but mostly it's we wing
Look,
that shit.
look,
No,
JP, I don't want
we
you
got
losing
a
any.
plan B.
I don't want you
If you
losing
get a
any subscribers here, okay, JP? But I can talk about a lot of nasty shit. Let's talk about Wonder Woman. Is she a hoe?
Is she a what?
Is she a hoe?
A
And to
hoe?
me, yeah, in this comic book, okay, I'm just gonna go off track here, okay? I'm gonna go off road.
No, don't do that, man.
All right, Wonder Woman. Okay, Wonder Woman. She's been around for what? Over what? A century now? Is it a half a century? A
You're leaving
century?
it out. She's been
All
around.
right. She's been around, right? I think she's the biggest fucking slut in this comic book in this world, man.
Like Starfire level or
No, see, Starfire only did somebody within their Teen Titans group, but Wonder Woman, Jesus Christ! I mean, I think she had banged pretty much every guy that it has some type of a superpower or happens to be a main character in her storyline, right? I mean,
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. I think she did Batman, she did Flash, she did Superman. I don't know if she did Cyborg. I don't know if she's into robot kind of thing, but
Think she
and I
even
know,
noticed? Think she even noticed Flash?
hey, no comments there. But I mean, she's the ultimate whole that every woman should follow her footsteps. If you want to become who she, if you want to become popular, what do you have to do?
Hey, the
Become.
Doom's told you, JP, don't open that gate.
Well, we have discussed midget porn recently on the show, so I mean, what's Wonder Woman being a whore? It's not a big deal. Not a
Midget
whore.
porn, midget porn. That's another thing. Where does this midgets hang around, man? They gotta have some type of gathering or nightclub where all midgets can get together and just be themselves.
I don't
Like
know,
they
but my
don't
house
be
is
them.
always open.
Do you know? Do you know around your area? Do you see a lot of midgets just hang around, like group of five midgets just walk around? You don't see that, man.
Yeah, but why do they have to hang around with other midgets?
I don't know. Fuck, Asians hang around with Asians. I mean,
That's
come
true.
on. I mean, you gotta somewhat relate to whatever it is, right? So here's the thing. When I was in Hawaii, I was thinking about maybe opening up a midget nightclub, man, like a drink out place. You know,
What would you call it? The little
small
stop?
world.
Andre,
No, let's call it the small world.
Small world. Wasn't that a TV show?
I thought you were gonna call it Andre. Andre
Yeah,
has a
no,
posse.
but that's the ambiguous thing. It's like, where does this midgets hang around, man? Because they're not. I mean, they're not strolling around the streets of fucking New York. I mean, if you go to New York City Comic Con, you probably will come across maybe one or two midgets, and that's probably cosplay. But
Right?
where the rest of the world? Where are they?
I don't know, man. I once saw some.
Okay, midget world, if you're listening to this, please send an address to your hangout. I want to check it out. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's probably like an app, like a finder's app.
Like a Tinder app for little people.
You go get on the app and like, where's my local midgets at?
No, I can't look. The thing is, I might sound like an ass by saying this, but I'm really, really curious. Like, where do they hang out? Where does this people hang out, man? I want to be there. I
Well,
want to be the tallest. I want to be the tallest guy in that room.
dude, you already are. You're a 6 foot tall Asian man.
No, I'm 5'11", man. Fuck, I'm considered like short around here.
I met you. I'm like, shit. I'm 5'7". I don't have a chance.
Dude, I'm 5'11". Like, what do you like? I don't feel like I'm a midget.
You're not being a midget. That's the whole thing, man. It's this curiosity is killing me. Like, I want to
Is
know
it
where they hang
curiosity,
out,
or is
man.
it like,
I want to know
or
where they
do, or do
hang
you
out.
want
They gotta have.
you just want to be like
They
you just
gotta
want to
have
feel
some
powerful?
hangout, bro. They gotta have some kind of hangout. A pub,
You
a
just want
solid of like hole in the ground pub where they can all just get together and drink and talk about all these fucking tall people. I'm sure there's gotta be some cult or some kind of group within the midget world, but we're not invited because we're not under 4'11".
to.
Well, the comics, what Comics Miss explains, so there's quite a few out there in the Pittsburgh area, and that they might use an app called Tiny Dir.
Tiny Earth? Is that for real? Is it fucking? I'm gonna check that out after this fucking
Lil
podcast.
Grinder. And
Oh
someone
man.
said that they are a midget and they're offended. So sorry about
Well,
that.
look, I'm sorry if I offended, but I'm very passionate about finding you people.
I think
About
you have a fetish. I don't think it's a curiosity. I think it's a fetish at this
well,
point.
it could be fetish because I do have a small one, so dating a midget would make my look a lot bigger than it is.
We won't be seeing you in any bat books anytime soon.
No, fuck that. No fat book.
Oh my gosh, these people are killing me on here, man. In Bruges, there we go. That's a good movie. I've seen that one. Pope Servus. Brian Spaceway said he's 5'8". He's not actually a midget. He was just kidding. It still makes me the shortest guy in this conversation. So yeah, there's that.
Oh, here's a spec play for you guys all. Is there any comic book out there titled Wonder Woman that Wonder Woman did it with a midget?
I don't know if it's in Lil Gotham. Maybe. I don't know. That's funny.
All right, thanks for that, JP. I just needed to ask the world, like, where are you guys?
Yeah, there's I know what Pope Service is talking about. If you guys haven't seen the movie In Bruges, or In Bruges, I believe is how they say it. It's a great movie. It's got Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson in it, and possibly some midget scenes.
It's gotta be somewhere in fucking New Zealand because all the hobbits are there.
There's Pope Service says, "Wait, what about Puck from the Alpha Flight?"
Is he a midget?
I don't know. Or that, yeah, there we go. Small Puck from Alpha Flight. So, Four-Way Flasher says, come out wherever you are." I think since you started talking about midgets, we've lost about 10 viewers. Just so you know.
Where are we at? Your thumbs down.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. You know, they don't really talk about if you actually like. So this is I don't know if anyone has seen this movie yet. The Wonder Woman movie that has nothing to do with well, it has to do with the Dr. Marsden, I believe, in his Wonder Woman. I think it's called. If anyone's seen that yet, it's kind of about the guy who created Wonder Woman, right? You know, he was in love. It was his wife, and he was having like a threesome, I guess, with this college girl. Kind of how I take it. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but it looks like an interesting movie. I've been wanting to see it because you know you think about early days Wonder Woman. She was very sexual, right? I mean, bondage to the max. I mean, that was a thing. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on. So I I think that she was inspired by sexuality in general. So um, I think having her make her way around the Justice League and other DC universe makes sense.
Yeah, well, like any like a 21st century that who's ambitious to get on top, she fucked all the she done every one of those Justice League member.
That's probably why she. What you got there?
This
Hold
is
on,
But
hold on. Let me click on you. Show it
she
again.
brave and the bold. Brave
and
and
actually
bold.
in this comic, this is the god of like fertility.
Oh,
Ah.
And Wonder Woman's actually getting it on with Steve in this book. As
Steve
soon as you
Rogers.
mentioned it, I was like, wait a minute, Steve Rogers. So yeah, it's true. It's true.
Pope Server says he wants to know who is the top and the bottom hoe in the DC universe, which I just really learned recently what top hoe and bottom hoe means. In my, you know, just in life in general, I'm pretty naive when it comes to things like that because I don't know the world. But you know, apparently, like your bottom hoe is like the girl that's like your ride or die chick, right? She's always got your back.
Yep.
When you're a pimp, that's how it works.
Yep.
So, you know, I don't know, man. You guys can kind of talk amongst yourself in the chat and let us know what you think. Have people got Zatanna already up there? Wonder Woman? You know, I guess, man. What we got? Yeah, Steve Trevor's sex scene. That's in that movie. It's in that book.
Yep.
You know, I just want to say, speaking of the god of fertility, I'm pretty sure that would be me. Just gonna throw it out there as a guy with 7 kids. You know, it's okay. Yeah, this guy. But you know, at least maybe I was touched by the god of fertility. How about that? Maybe that's what it is. I'm not the god of fertility, but you come into a room with me, you're probably getting pregnant.
Hey, it's month of October. You can be whoever you want to, man. Dress up as a god of fraternity and just hump away. Spread your love.
I couldn't hear what you said.
You said hump away, man. Hump away.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me the thumbs up for that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I always thought, like, in the Marvel world, I always thought Wanda would be kind of a freak.
Wanda?
Scarlet Witch?
Oh.
She always.
Scarlet Witch.
There you go.
I don't know. Never really thought about it, I guess. But,
Robot fetish.
I said the biggest hole in the Marvel universe had gotta be Kitty Pryde or a Rogue. One of those two.
you would think the Rogue, she can't really touch anyone, though, right?
I think she can. Can she?
I don't know,
she
man.
can, once to a certain amount, but...
Oh, jeez. Comics Miss explains that Scarlet Witch bangs her brother.
Really? God damn.
I mean, whatever. And Doom 143 knows me well. He says JP sneezes at a girl and she needs the morning after pill. that's pretty fair. Well, for me this week, guys, I'm going to talk about a couple books that I read. One book was a fun all ages read. I highly recommend it. I was talking with Cat Ren Figures on Instagram. She read it, and that would be this Halicious #1 from SBI Press. It's about a little girl named Cherry, whose mother is like kind of like the ruler of hell, and she's just looking for some people to hang out with and play with while she's down learning the ropes.
Is that Scotty Young?
No, it's not. It's an independent book. The artist is Kit Wallace. He's over in the UK. So the good thing about this book for me I say good. It's exciting for me because Alan C. Medina and Mina Elwell are the writers and co-writer of this book, and they have agreed to come on with us on a future episode of Comics and Cold Ones and talk about their book. So pretty excited for that. They're going to try and get the whole group on there, but being that 2 of the guys are in the UK, and then part of the team is on the East Coast, part of the team is on the West Coast, we're just trying to work out a time frame that works to get everyone involved. But I'm excited. They're really open-minded about it, and they got some goodies they want to give away as well. So I am excited for this. But I highly recommend it if you're, if you're a parent like me and you don't mind your kids reading something a little different. There's nothing in here that's inappropriate or, other than the content of a little girl that looks for a play date in hell. I mean, there's that, I guess. But all in all, it's a fun read. I added it to my pull list going forward because I like the story that much that it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just cute. It's a cute little read. So go from there. I recommend it. I give this one a nice solid 3.5 beers because I don't put it on my pull list if it ain't worth reading. So there's that. It looks like everyone else muted themselves. Maybe Sean went to get more beer, and maybe David just, I don't know. I don't know where David went. But anyways, that's one that's going to be highly recommended. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure you do so. CBI Press, not a huge label by any stretch, but make sure you guys are out there looking for it, doing your thing. Brandon Stawinski wants to know who the midget scientist in the ASM is. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Miss Hustle, I agree with you. It kind of reminds me of Eleanor or like, was it Oddly Norman? That was another kind of a indie book. There was kind of the same vein of like, darker tones, but yet kid-friendly. TJ Watson said that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. What's the saddest thing you ever heard? Trying to find a play date in hell? Pope, do you know who the midget in Amazing Spider-Man is? The scientist? Someone wants to know.
Oh, I have no idea.
Me either. I don't read. You guys would kind of probably pick up. I don't read a whole lot of superhero books in general. But
somebody laughed at my fucking joke.
What joke?
Where I said I must have overlooked that.
Ha! Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit.
That was really authentic too.
Well, man, I gotta say, like, I can drink a lot, but I swear to God, like, you take a little bit of NyQuil and like that shit will knock you the fuck out.
Pope said, "Yeah, will. NyQuil will mess you up if you're not careful." Pope Cerebus, JP, are you in the process of any Kickstarters currently, as in supporting or starting my own? Because mine won't be for a while, but I do have one in the near future, hopefully.
Okay, I Googled it. It happens to be Anna Maria Macconi. She happens to be the midget scientist.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man.
I thought you just left us. I didn't know you were actually doing work, man.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I did support a couple Kickstarters yesterday, actually, Pope Service, if you're curious about that. You guys probably don't have me on Twitter because I don't really do. I mean, I'm on Twitter, just on a lot, but I usually post on Twitter the Kickstarters that I do. Trying to think. One of them was. Oh my gosh, dang it! Let me look really quick in my email, and I'll let you know. So just bear with me.
All right, while you do that, I also picked up Juke Joint #1 from Image.
Ooh, I heard really good things from Donnie Cates on that.
Yeah, go follow him. Go follow Donnie Gates.
We do. We're big Donnie Cates fans here at Comics and Cold Ones.
I know.
So if Johnny Cates said this is good, this is going to be like a $90 book.
He did yesterday.
So I was going to say, I'd give it 4 beers. This kind of reminds me of some of the characters from The House of Whispers. But it's a pretty good read. It's actually definitely It actually comes with like a warning before you start reading the book about like if you're sensitive to certain types of violence, to not read it, because there's actually a part in this book, so spoiler alert, where somebody rips a guy's balls off and stuffs it in his mouth.
Damn.
So if you're into that, juke joint might be your thing.
That sounds like not my thing.
Okay. Another good book, and this is, I'm going to give this 5 beers, is Blackbird #1. And this is the Jen Bartel cover, which I think she does fantastic artwork. But this one is really cool. It's got a lot of magic involved. And it's a girl who is involved in magic and no one like believes her, and then like it's very real to everyone. Don't want to ruin too much about it, but it's a really good read. Fantastic. So if you get a chance, pick this one up. And last, speaking of magic, the Magic Order, thanks to you guys for getting me on this. This is issue #4. Also 5 beers.
Yeah.
Storyline fucking amazing. Like, it is good.
I got to read number 3. I did see that. I got the email that #4 is in my pull list, of course. But no, I love that story so far, man. All right, Pope Cerberus, are you done showing?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to interrupt you if you're showing some stuff. So, Pope Cerberus, yesterday I supported a Counterpoint Comics presents Battle Fairy and the Yeti. I went with the Jamie Tyndall package. So I love Jamie Tyndall's artwork. So there's that.
Yeah, he's awesome.
There's some really great artists in there. I'm just like not financially in a place where I can do everything I want to do in life, like buy every freaking cover, and like I did with that whole mega box with Dan Mendoza a few months back. Then the other one I did yesterday was I think it was called Minari #2. I Myth Division was the company, Myth Division. So if you're not familiar with those, check them out. They're indie books. I love indie books. As I will talk here in a moment about my other reads of the week that I'm super excited about as well. But yeah, if you guys aren't on Kickstarter, if you guys are into indie books at all, Kickstarter is really an awesome place to go and discover things. I get notifications anytime something comic book related pops up that I might be interested in, which is cool. Sometimes it's like, it's not necessarily stuff that I would support, but a lot of times if you just want to be supportive of the Kickstarter, there's like you can get like a digital copy of the comic for like $4 or something. So really, you're helping support the book, but you're not investing a ton of money into something you may not necessarily want. Like I think I did the digital copy of Penny for Your Soul, and I did a digital copy of like White Lily #2 because I met those guys at the Dallas Fan Expo and I wanted to continue supporting them, but I wasn't really into like, I don't necessarily need the physical copy of that book. It's not something that really needs me to go all out. But the other one is called Menagari #2. I also got #1 in there as part of the pledge pack. Pretty cool. It's like got some samurai chicks, and you guys know about my Babes with Blades. I mean, you've probably heard stories at some point. Babes and Blades and elves, man. That's my life. That's what I love.
7, baby.
But yeah, if you guys check it out on Kickstarter under Myth Division, MYTH Division. So awesome Kickstarter they got going on right now. Ends in about 11 days. The other one ends in 7 days for the Battle Fairy and Yeti, which the title alone tells me you need to support that, because if you like fantasy type stuff or just really weird shit like me, I mean, maybe not like I roved out you know, that type of weird stuff. The one Kickstarter that I've beaten to death with the page 7 comics, but you know, yeah, it's just pretty cool stuff. But I'm gonna be doing a giveaway tonight, guys. I don't know if Pope's on board or not. I don't ever assume anything.
Well, your assumptions would be correct.
I'm giving away my daughter's birth certificate. Just kidding.
Someone's gonna make a mint on that.
Also,
for you refugees out there need a birth certificate.
I got to hook
got
up.
a CGC copy of.
I want to give a couple of quick shout outs to Escargo 80 and GPAP. I can give a shout out for GPAP too. But Escargo 80 and Brandon Stawinski, guys, I know that I shouted you out on my last little haul video. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch my last haul video, I haven't done one in like 100 years. So what are you laughing about?
GPAP just said when you miss a Kickstarter because you're too busy LARPing.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with LARPing, right?
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize for interrupting. It's like news report. GPAP just said he got two fuzzy things out in his yard pumping, but he missed out on that.
What Escargo 80, is he in the chat? I haven't seen him, but if he is, he already knows. I gave him a big shout out as well. His birthday was last week on Instagram, but you know, JD, you got a good point there, man. We had Cullen Bunn on a couple weeks ago. I missed his Kickstarter for Metro. He did say those books are available. You can actually buy them without doing the Kickstarter. So I'll need to try and find a link for you guys so I can share that stuff with you. But yeah, I mean, Kickstarter is a huge deal. It's a huge deal for indie books. I wouldn't be surprised if down the road we don't see more stuff from like mainstream comics doing that kind of stuff, just because of how important it has become for the indie world. So, my gosh, I had the book I was going to give away, and now I can't find it. Obviously, I didn't come prepared. Yeah, I was looking for that one though. That's cool.
I was like speaking on. This is another thing I picked up. Speaking on the Magic Order, like you guys really need to start getting this book because the storyline is awesome. But if you have a chance, pick up the blank cover. So when you go to a convention and you guys, realize that this fucking book is the shit, you can get a nice commission on the wonderful blank cover, which may not be a giveaway.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet, man. There's some great characters in there. That'd be awesome to get like sketches done of,
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I like that dark witchcrafty kind of stuff. Like I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, but that's what I'm into.
I'm all about it.
And I don't know. And also a shout out again to Brandon Stawinski. Appreciate you, man. You're always taking care of me. I know you were in the chat, but the last haul video I did, I showed off the books that he took care of me with, and I got a random act of kindness from Escargo 80. Some great books in there as well. That really cool Panini Wonder Woman #1 cover from Germany. That was pretty freaking dope. Magic Order is only 6 issues. Is that like a real? Or is that just they're only?
That has to be just the first arc, because there's no way they're gonna be able to end this in like 2 issues. Ain't no fucking way. And besides, Netflix is all over that shit anyway. So.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
Talk about Netflix. Hey, do you guys watch the show called Van Helsing on Netflix?
I've seen some of it.
I watched the first episode and it got sold.
I didn't realize that it was that storyline has to be with the Zenoscope
really?
title called Van Helsing.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. That makes sense. That makes a lot of
It's
sense.
it's not bad. It's bad acting, but I saw season 1 and season 2. It's not bad. It's not bad.
So it
Not
does
bad
get.
at all. It does get better, but acting really bad, but it's not bad.
Because I have to make a confession now that we're talking about this, and I don't want anybody to start sending me hate mails or thumbing down. Well, I don't care. Thumbs down all you want to. But
We already got 2 tonight.
yes, I watched a long time ago. I watched the first season of like The Walking Dead, and I wasn't that excited about it. I like the only thing that piqued my interest was the end of season 1. So I was like, why not? It's fucking October. It's the month of Halloween. So I watched the last episode of season 1 and started watching season 2. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Like now,
Yep.
all I can think about is watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah, but you'll get disappointed on season 8.
Well, at least you got a couple of seasons of enjoyment, right?
I mean,
Right, so
here's a spoiler alert, Paul Grimy. All right, Sean. It's nothing to do with zombies anymore.
Well, dude, honestly, that was kind of part of it, though. Like,
I mean,
like
don't you think that on season 1, the whole thing was about trying to survive this zombie apocalypse? But now, as season goes by, ain't got nothing to do with zombies anymore. It's so stupid. It's just my thought on it. I mean, I love Walking Dead. I love watching it all the way to season 8, and after season 8, I just thought like, you know what, this is enough, man.
aren't they getting close to wrapping that story up?
Yeah, from my understanding is that what's his name? The main character, Rick Grime,
Rick Grimes?
whatever. Well, he's no longer be on season on season what 10 or something, but he's going to start directing some of the episodes. So there he goes. I mean, I don't know. It's just stupid. And like I only the reason that I watch is how to survive the freaking zombie apocalypse, and later to find out now you have to learn how to survive within your own kind. It's just stupid. I don't know. That's just my take on it. So
well,
you will get disappointed by the season 8.
I think from a social standpoint, the zombies become the scenery, right? And
Yeah,
then
and
life
they're yeah
continues
they
on.
became obsolete. I mean, they're nothing anymore. They're not important to this whole zombie thing now.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I stopped watching after season 3, so I don't really have any a voice on it. But you know, I was more inclined to read the comic than I was at least the graphic novels back then. So, but for tonight's giveaway, before I talk about my final book of the evening, I'm going to give away a book. And it kind of has something to do with Walking Dead, at least as in the artist Bill Sienkiewicz. So I'm going to be giving away this lovely, lovely Dazzler cover, which I know I gifted my friend GPAP and my friend Pope Grimy there. One of these already. So I'm going to gift this away to someone in the comic book community today, hopefully. But today's challenge is going to be, it's very simple. See how well you pay attention when I talk on these live shows, which I'm sure the answer is not very well. But I would like you to name one of the writers from this book that we talked about earlier, Halicious. Name one of the writers. Put it in the chat. First one to get a writer wins this book. On me. Free to you. Unless you live in Canada, then it's very costly to all of us. Just kidding.
$5 shipping.
Pope Cerebus, Top Ho Dazzler. Mantina, I don't know what that means.
Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna read my favorite like Walking Dead like meme thing. I had a dream that you became a walker, Carl, and you started eating me. Got a bad case of diarrhea.
There
And
you
all I
go,
could
four-way flashers.
think of was, "Are you shitting me, Carl? Are you shitting me?"
Well, four-way flashers got the win. I know this is a nice little. You might get this by Christmas up there, Mike, in Canada. But hey, congratulations, Mike. You win again. Winner, winner. Comic book dinner. All right, sorry to interrupt you, but I had to announce the winner.
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. I was just trying to like fill that space of people guessing.
All right, carry
So
on.
what do you the Lobo? They released an image of Mr. Lobo for the Krypton series. What do you guys think about it?
Well, I liked it. I thought you looked kind of cool. You accused me of being in love with a burnt fart. I believe your exact words were.
That was the NyQuil talking. Yeah, I said that he kind of looked like a burnt fart, and I hope that his acting was good.
I
I
heard
don't know.
the
It looks
show
kind of. I
Krypton was
mean,
pretty good. I mean,
how else are you
other
gonna do Lobo, man? I thought that was a pretty legitimate looking Lobo in my book. I mean, what would you want them to do for a Lobo?
I don't know. I just think that it was like very distinct that you saw his like I don't know how to describe it. The twilight hair, which was his natural hair, and it looked like they just put extensions.
Hey, Sean, I saw that image
Yeah,
of Lobo. They're gonna show it. It's much better than the freaking Joker movie they're gonna come up with Joaquin Phoenix. Have you seen that makeup? Have you seen?
yeah,
Have you seen?
yeah. I've seen it.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
It's a fucking joke. I don't know what DC's doing.
I think it's going to be better than the initial reactions will give it.
Ah, no, 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 no. Have you seen the image that got released of Joaquin Phoenix being a full clown in his full
Yeah.
clown costume? I what
Maybe it's really him just doing a documentary for John Wayne Gacy or something.
I don't know, man. Uh,
Give it time. Let it mold together. I mean, remember when everyone freaked out because Captain Marvel was wearing a green suit? I mean, come on. You knew that wasn't the real Captain Marvel suit. That's not going to be the real Joker suit. He's not Binky the Clown. There, it's fine.
I don't know, man. It's just to me, it is. What the hell is DC doing? You can't have Joker in a full fucking clown suit.
Maybe it's just like a.
It,
Um,
it, it, have you seen the clip that they showed about him on a train station? He getting off the train and he took off his mask and he has that Ronald McDonald look.
yeah.
I mean, are you? I- I'm not excited about this whole Joker thing. To me, I think this is another way of DC fucking up another iconic character.
Well, I don't. I mean, I can't disagree with you because nothing is there yet, and they haven't really proven anything to like substantially like say no. DC knows what they're doing, man. I can't really say that. If it was Marvel, I'd be like, hey, trust them. They know what they're doing. But
Yeah, so
Jared Leto be with the Joker.
DC is just like, hey, here's Jared Leto, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I waited and waited for that not to be real.
and it became true,
It did become
right?
true.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, Heath Ledger, and even Jack Nicholson earlier, but those those make you appreciate their Jokers a hell of a lot more every time you see this, like, whatever they're doing with them. I don't know, like,
I mean, all I can say is give him a chance. Like,
right, same.
I think Joaquin Phoenix would make an excellent Joker. Let's just see his performance and see what he does. Because to
Yeah,
be honest,
well, the thing is that he's a great actor, but that's not the Joker we're familiar with, a fucking clown. Yeah, we understand that he's a Joker, that his makeup is influenced by being a clown and all, but there's nothing scary or there's nothing dark about that makeup or just everything that we have so far has been
This
released in the
fucking chat
mainstream.
has not watched it.
What?
So I said somebody on this chat has not watched it. Fucking
No, I watched it.
clown.
I
Like that
watched the clown it.
that
I watched the
motherfucker
fucking
scared
Jar
me.
Carpenter it. I mean, we understand that the clown it was a clown to begin with. But Joker was never a clown. He was never a full clown.
Well, maybe the whole thing comes from him losing his job at McDonald's, and then he just becomes a fucking maniac.
Couldn't sell the burgers, man.
You're scaring the kiddies, guy. Get out from
He's
behind the counter.
Supposed to be selling cheeseburgers and fucking.
Like
And
the
that's the whole
hamburger
thing.
was ruining my life.
And that's the whole thing is that the director happens to be a director for what? For Hangover? He directed
maybe it's supposed to be a
Hangover?
comedy. Maybe we're missing the whole point. The joke's on you.
I'm just to a point where look, I'm excited about Venom because we saw the trailer. We see what Venom can look, and it looks legit, right?
Did it?
Yeah, to me, it looks very legit. I mean, even though it looks slimy and all, but that is the Venom-ish character that we're familiarized ourselves with. But this Joker movie, this whole thing, is to a point where'd this come from? You
I
know?
mean, like, all I'm saying is like you look at Heath Ledger. Like before that movie came out, like you found out he was going to play the Joker. Like it's like, man, like okay, you were good in like what 10 Things I Hate About You, but that was
A
like
Knight's Tale, come on. Greatest movie of the century.
you're going to play the
Well,
Joker. Come on,
Sean. Well, Sean, here's the
and
thing:
then
is
and then
that
he,
there was a book called Joker. Remember, we talked about this before this. We went on live. Is that there was a book called Joker, and Lee
yeah,
Bermejo on a cover had similar makeup type of Joker on the cover, so we can kind of and that was released about what 6-7 years ago. So
yeah, but I'm just saying as far as like I'm saying, look at the acting, not the image. Look at the acting. Because when you said Heath Ledger was going to play the Joker in the beginning, I was like, man, I don't know. But that motherfucker blew that shit out of the world and was fucking awesome.
well,
So
they
I'm just
said that's the same thing they said about Jared Leto being fucking Joker on the Suicide Squad, and look what happened. And now you got an award-winning actor, okay, award-winning actor, fucking dressed up as a Ronald McDonald. I don't care how dark the story's gonna be, how good acting, you can never surpass that makeup. Nobody's gonna fucking take him serious. No, you can't. He's a fucking clown. He's a fucking walking Ronald McDonald wannabe trying to act dark. I'm sorry, but this is something that I just and like I want to talk to DC. Like you guys fucking this character up. As many characters they have fuck. I mean, Joker. Nobody knows the really origin of Joker yet. I don't think it was ever like fully told.
well, Jeff Johns apparently is going to tell us the stories soon.
Well, I hope so because this movie, the Joker, that whenever it's gonna be released,
What if,
I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna
what
go
if
watch it.
that's
Don't
the
get me
segue
wrong,
of Jeff Johns? Like Jeff
but I'm
Johns,
going to be cussing throughout the whole movie when I'm watching it. If that movie is terrible as I think it is,
where he's going to see sick bits like this.
I know. I just have to throw my 2 cents. Like that
Like
Joker is not the Joker. It's not the Joker that we familiar ourselves with, that we are known for, or the Joker's known for. It's,
Oh my gosh.
it's terrible. Terrible.
Elseworlds, man.
Go make room for more beer, guys.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about my last book of the week before we get ready to close up here so I can go to work. But my book of the week, I'm going to give this a book a solid 5. I also read issue 2 digitally yesterday. That's going to be the ever hot book right now from Antarctic Press, Rags Zombie #1. This is the regular cover. I was lucky enough to get this in my pull list because I pre-ordered it through previews back a few months ago. Did not get the Virgin unfortunately, I wasn't that forward-thinking. But anyways, I love the story, love the character. I think it's going to be interesting to see. It's a 7-issue miniseries. So I got a chance to read number 2 yesterday. Like I said, I bought the digital copy because I couldn't wait. And I actually spoke with this team, and they have agreed to be a guest on our show here very soon. So I'm excited to announce that as well. The writers, and I don't know, I'm trying to see if I can get Liz, the female model who is the model for the book. See if she wants to come on. What's up, Seawood? Anyways, I'm excited to work with these guys, get them on our show, and talk about their book. Love it. I love the story. I love everything about it. It's going to be my first 5-year book, I believe, because I am that in love with it. So I'm not typically a zombie guy, but you throw in a sexy redhead, machine gun, military background, badass, and zombies. I'm on board, guys. I'm on board until it runs out. So,
is there any nudity?
What's up?
Does that book have any nudity? Does it show her boobs?
It was actually written by Brian Ball there, Naomi. Him and Luther, Trent Luther, co-writer.
That's not what Seeking Near Mint's asked.
What did you say?
He wants to know if there's boobs.
Well, here's the thing, guys. If you want to see, there's the artwork is censored on the inside. They got a little rabbit covering up her vagina and her breast. But if you go and get the digital copy, it's uncensored. So you can see all of her and all her glory if you want to see that. So, anyways, yeah, it was cool. They emailed me last night, this morning actually, after my Instagram post, and they agreed to be a guest on our show. So cool, glad to have that. It's gonna be awesome. I love people like this. This book has got me more attention on Instagram than probably any book I've posted, and I post a fairly amount, but just people that are, I think, interested in it. And it's a good read. It's a good book, good artwork. I love that it's not like so busy. Like I love the color pops. I'm gonna be honest. Like when the red hair really stands out when you have a black and white background or gray tones. So I really enjoy that. But someone had asked me, how in the world she only runs around in her underwear. There's a whole story to it. I'm not going to give any spoilers away because it's part of the story. I don't want to take away from that. But you can go the digital route if you guys don't want to try and spend the $50 that it's going for now. So, the Virgin copy is going for upwards of 200, I believe now. So, but it's only limited to 200 copies. So that is what it is.
Wait,
but if you see it, it's your LCS. Pick it up as cheap as you can find it, or as much as you want to spend, because it's a good read.
Is that a modern version of Red Sonja?
I can't hear him at all.
He said, "Is that a version of Red Sonja?" Like a rip
No, man, it's nothing like Red Sonja. She didn't fuck her way to the top like Red Sonja. I do love some Red Sonja. So yeah, look forward to having those guys on with us. And if you guys have any questions or want to know more about it, I will tell you the trade paperback, when it releases down the road, they're working on issue 3 now. It's only going to be available on their Patreon. So it's not Kickstarter, but a Patreon. So just keep that in mind. I'll definitely support that as well. Just because it's not every day that I get super excited about a book, and Rags is definitely up there. I'm very, very thankful that I had pre-ordered it based on. I mean, honestly, I ordered it based on the cover alone. Right? Who am I kidding? You guys know me. It wasn't a blade, but it was a machine gun. So I'm like, yeah, I can support that book. So yes, that's really all I have for this week. Just a few announcements. If you guys are interested, hit me up on Instagram or whatever for the Halloween show. October 27th is a Sunday night. We'll probably do maybe 8 or 9.
The 28th.
28th? Sure. 28th, not 27th? Okay, thank you. Thank you for being the moderator. What happened to Miss Hustle? She bail on me?
He was like, "Seeking Near Mint is on. I gotta go."
Yeah. She's probably one of the thumbs down after he broke out into the midget porn.
I apologize.
Oh, no.
For that midget jokes.
My volume must be really jacked up. I can't hear you guys at all. Hold on. Speak now.
Forever hold our peace.
Oh, there you are. I think my headphones just sucked ass.
What's up, Seawood? How's it going, brother? All right, well, let me do a giveaway right quick.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give away the Magic Order #1 blank cover. I'm going to give away this Ghost Rider, or Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm going to give away the Star Wars Adventures Tales from Vader's Castle #1.
Hold on, let me click on this so we can see your books better.
Let me start over then.
Yeah, sorry about that. Chatters.
I'm going to give away this Magic Order blank cover #1.
It looks blank.
You look blank. I'm going to give away the Cosmic Ghost Rider Virgin cover.
Like a virgin.
Star Wars Adventures Tales from Vader's Castle. I'll give away the Wonder Woman Justice League Dark.
What? Dang, hot book of the week, and he's giving it away, people.
And then I'll give away, last but not least, the Blackbird Jen Bartel cover.
Jen Bartel. She's a lovely creature.
Yep. Now I wrote down a name, and this name is the name of who I think is who has played the best Riddler so far. So the first person to guess, the first person I think is the best Riddler gets the win.
I only know of one, but I can't partake, I suppose. Are you talking about in comics or in movie?
I'm talking about whoever has portrayed the Riddler.
Comics Misexplained says Jim Carrey.
Ooh.
Four-Way Flasher says Frank Gordon.
Flasher's got it, baby. Right on.
Dang. 2 wins tonight for Four-Way Flashers.
Damn comedian.
Nice. What was that? What was it on that he portrayed the Riddler?
The original Batman TV series.
Okay, like the one where the Joker looks like he worked for McDonald's?
Yeah.
Hey, he looks that Joker looks much better than the Joker that we'll be coming seeing, man. Seriously. So fucking pissed right now.
I know, that's why I had to stick a little knife in you.
You just got shit. He invited you on.
So bad, so bad. Well, I wish I was giving away some books, but I don't have any books on me. So
no, man, it's all good, man. We just it's kind of we try to give away when we can. So it's always fun.
I'll send you some books to you, JP. So I got a couple of variants from for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, done by Jim Sonat and Kevin Eastman, and Joe Sonat. Well, fuck, how do you pronounce his name? Sonat, and other one by what was that? Joe Quesada, I think. Or anyway, I'll send you like about 2 books for you to give away on the next podcast.
Sounds good. Next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night.
Hopefully we'll have some new guests.
Well, message me your address. I'll send it to you.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, so I just want to kind of wrap up here because I got to go to work. But I appreciate you joining us tonight, David. It's been a long time since we connected.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't bring anything to the table, and I apologize to the midget world out there if I offended you guys.
I think they'll be okay.
Midgets forever, man. Midgets forever.
Yeah, we are pro little people here at Comics and Cold Ones.
Hey, G-Pat wants to know if there's going to be an after party.
No after party. I got to go to work unless one of you guys want to host it because I got to hit the road.
I mean, if you send it out the link, I'll still be here. I'll stay up with them for a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, if you guys want to party with the Pope, I will send it out here in just a moment before we shut down because
Party?
don't see any child pornography getting on our show.
Hell no.
What?
I said hell no.
No, spank you.
And GPAP says hashtag shark tits.
I'm so excited to show you guys. Our logo is going to be up really soon. I got to see some more of the finished product today or yesterday, and it's looking great. I can't wait to have that shark tit banner in the background. It's going to be amazing.
That's gonna be so
That's how we do here on the Comics and Cold Ones. All right, guys, let me pop over quick, get that link set up for you before I bounce out of here. But,
All right, Sean. It's been great meeting you guys. Thanks, JP, for having me, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're awesome, buddy.
Bounce out of here.
All right.
You have a safe night.
All right, laters.
Thanks for being on, man. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, I'm sending the link now, you party people. So you guys have a great night.
All right, party peeps. Do it.
Bye.